years ago when you chose to do the real estate, what was the attraction? Why not something?
I was always in real estate.
Oh, okay.
There was never a time in my adult life when I was not in real estate in some way, shape or form. I built my first house. I designed my first house and started building it when I was 18. I was given that opportunity by my grandfather at his country home in Odiremo. There was a main house. It was called the White House. It's not white anymore. It was called the White House, and he built the main house, and then he said he wanted to start hosting people, a lot of foreign people, technical experts, in a particular industrial area. I don't want to mention that. And he decided he was going to build a guest house. And he said, we have to get an architect. And I said, architect for what? I mean, I was 18 at the time, and I was restless mentally. So I sat down and I designed something, and then we called him an architect, and he looked at it and I said, wow, are you an architect? I said, no. I said, okay, let's build this. And we started. So I started the project, but halfway through I had to go back to university. It was completed by somebody else. So I've always been interested in real estate. Okay. And when I went to the UK, sometime towards the tail end of the 1990s, we started investing in real estate, myself and my wife, in London. And we built up a portfolio of about 100 units of all types: studios, flats, houses, commercial property. In the UK. But we sold everything to come back to Nigeria to start the real estate. We've rediversified again, back into the UK. Personal, not business. But that's how it all started back then.
So, how do you see the experience? What has been the experience? Has it been the experience? Your experience in real estate?
In Nigeria, it's been very, very tough.
Okay.
In the UK, it was relatively easier because there were loans, there's a highly developed financial industry, financial services industry. The financial services industry in Nigeria is a joke.
That's true. You call that a problem in real estate in Nigeria?
It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. If you don't have funds, you're likely to want to go in there to scam people. And we have a lot of players out there who are not quite above board in terms of what they do. I hope that someday we'll get to the CBN and get them to look again at the rates. I remember the Obasanjo government was talking about bringing down rates, and they actually started doing it. But when the Yar'Adua administration took over, all that went out the window, and we never quite got back to it because Sanusi was CBN governor, and that was not his priority at the time. It was one of the reasons why I was seriously against Lamido Sanusi when he was CBN governor. I didn't like his policies, I didn't like his actions as far as running the central bank was concerned. I think I still believe that he was a highly irresponsible CBN governor. And his actions, are in part responsible for the problems in the real estate industry today. We're managing to stay afloat, but many smaller companies will not survive the stresses and strains that are unique to the Nigerian real estate industry. When he was alive, my uncle, Wahib GBADAMOSI, was my late uncle, Wahib GBADAMOSI. He was at one time the chairman of Kurodu local government. He was the Ashwa General of Kurodu in his day, when he was alive. So at his investiture, I carried his ceremonial sword during his investiture as Ashwa General. So, I'm proud of my city. I'm proud of my people. We recorded many firsts in Nigeria, and I was lucky to have been partly brought up by my late grandfather, Ayesho GBADAMOSI, who was at the forefront of the development of Ikorodu, alongside the late Kabiyesi Oba Salahuddin Ogutade Oyefusi II. I think that between the two of them and so many others, Toss Benson, Adero Gusoya, and so many others like that, Campson and Listen, these were my grandfather's partners in the old famous Ikorodu trading company. Ragoli's first water bottling company in Nigeria. Nike Tex, the largest textile factory in West Africa. Ikorodu Road, the first trunk A road in Nigeria, built by the people of Ikorodu, led by my grandfather. You know, these are all things that I'm proud of as a son of Ikorodu. But more to that, the whole of Lagos East has benefited from all of that, but is now being neglected for some strange reason. And that neglect is what I want to address as best as possible.
Your opponent will also be playing on his own rules and his own pedigree.
No, I expect that. But you know, level past level, as they say. Let's just say it like that. I mean, the Abirus are a very well known family. Justice Abiru, late Justice Abiru was, you know, a respected jurist. But it goes beyond that. You know, it goes beyond just being a jurist and being, you know, having a nice pedigree. Service to the community matters. And between over like the last century, actually, you know, my family has contributed immensely to the growth of Ikorodu, Lagos, and Nigeria at large. And I've tried to continue in that tradition, you know, in my private life and in my life as a politician as well. Privately, I provide, directly, I think I provide well over 300-400 jobs directly, and indirectly, I think we probably provide employment for over 3,000 people. Okay, contractors, subcontractors, and so on. And I'm based in my business in Lagos East as well. Red Brick Homes International Limited, but our most famous offering is Amen Estate. I think everybody knows that one. But beyond that, we do a lot of other things as well.